What's up, and Sven Squad? So today we're going to talk about something a little bit different from what we usually do, which is Mass Effect and more Mass Effect and some more Mass Effect. So today we're going to talk about one thing that I've been especially excited for, and I was super disappointed when last year E3 2020 was cancelled. Well, because of the COVID pandemic and whatnot, so of course they had to cancel it. The pandemic was so sudden, so I don't think they could have prepared for anything else. So unfortunately, it was canceled, and I think a lot of us have been waiting patiently to get to experience this event again, because usually I'm just always super prepared for it. I always take out my vacation by then, and I grab my popcorn and I grab my soda and whatever, and I just sit there and watch it through the entire night. So this is going to be awesome because E3 2021 is officially going to happen. And it's going to happen approximately around the same dates that it usually does, if I remember correctly, which is in June, and it's between the 12th and the 15th of June. That's just awesome. That's just great. Thankfully, we get to see some new games, some new showcases. We can't really say exactly what it is going to be, but according to this article that I'm reading on dexerto.com, I'm going to link the article down in the description later. But from what we can see here, from their article, it says here that the ones that are going to appear, the companies or the game companies that are going to appear, and I do apologize if my wording is strange or weird, and that's because I'm Swedish. A lot of you guys seem to asking that question a lot. But I am Swedish, so if the wording is weird or incorrect or whatever, just remember that. I have a weird tone sometimes when I talk. Okay, so who's taking part? Or the companies that are going to be there are Nintendo, as always, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Bros. Games, and Koch Media? Who the hell is Koch Media? Okay, but what we can see here is that there is no word from Sony or EA, but it might be likely that they're gonna host their own thing and they're not gonna appear on the main show, as in for E3. They might just hold their own Sony press conference and maybe an EA live event. So that's more likely because we haven't heard anything from them. Other developers that are absent, oh, that's Square Enix, Tencent, Sega, Bandai, and Activision Blizzard. Okay, so they're not going to appear. Well, that's sad. It's always fun to see like Blizzard appearing, but they have BlizzCon, of course, so we're probably going to have that this year. I'm not sure. Square Enix, though, I would expect them to appear because of the release of Outriders, which in my opinion is awesome. I played a lot of Outriders, so it surprises me that they won't be there. Maybe they just really don't have anything to show off, but then they're also working on a new Final Fantasy remake again, so I mean, why not? Why wouldn't they appear? Okay. So this is what we know right now. These are the ones that we know will be appearing. Then here's the question that I think a lot of you guys, including me, are like wondering about. What games, though, are we going to see here? Okay, so the theory here is that we're going to see Starfield, which is the game that is being made by Bethesda, which is the studio behind Oblivion, you know, the Elder Scrolls games, Skyrim, and of course for all you FPS fans, Doom and Doom Eternal. They're probably going to make an appearance with Starfield. I am looking forward to seeing what Starfield is because I don't think we've seen so much information about it. It's some form of sci-fi game that might take inspiration from Mass Effect, maybe. I don't know. It's just because it's sci-fi. I'm just speculating here, but something maybe between a mix of like the Elder Scrolls, of course. It's sort of an RPG. That's a sci-fi RPG, somewhat in that aspect. It seems like that might be making an appearance. We should probably expect like a teaser trailer or something like that. Battlefield 6, Swedish developers, of course, you know, ho 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 ho. So that's gonna probably appear. There seems to be like a rumor floating about that it's gonna be like a part of the day one pass for Xbox. So it might be possible that we will see like the first trailer for Battlefield 6. DICE might be, you know, hungry to recuperate their losses with like Battlefront and Battlefield 5, who knows? And then we got, of course, this one I'm particularly excited about. And for you Game of Thrones fans and all of you Dark Souls fans, this is something very interesting because this game, Elden Ring, is of course like being made in partnership with George R.R. Martin, the guy who made the Game of Thrones series, the books. So he's making it together with the people that made Dark Souls, which is super interesting. And I can't wait how that turns out. But it looks like it might just basically be a Dark Souls type game. It kind of looks like it. So we'll probably expect that to appear too. Fable 4, for some reason. That was such a long time ago I played Fable. I remember I played the first Fable to like middle school or something. It was great. Like, I loved Fable. It was one of the coolest RPGs that I played at that time, and it was probably my favorite RPG up until Mass Effect. Is there any other games that we know? Unfortunately, there is nothing confirmed as of yet, but let's just look at the games that are releasing this year, and we can just speculate if there's going to be something. Okay, so E3 is going to be in June, right? And there are a lot of games coming out after June. So I would expect them to release like these sort of release trailers, just before a game comes out. We're just going to get bombarded with those. It wouldn't be far off to suspect that a lot of companies might release game trailers as they usually do for E3. So in July, let's just check out the games that are coming out then. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD is coming out on July the 16th on Switch. It wouldn't surprise me if they released a trailer for that just to show off the graphics. Then we have anything more notable there. We have in August, we have Kena, the Bridge of Spirits, which kind of looks like a Pixar animated kind of game. I felt like it looked really cute, and I would really like to play it myself, but we'll have to wait and see. But I would expect them to release a trailer for it during E3. Like, of course, it's just a few months away from then. No More Heroes 3 for Switch. That might be a good idea to introduce a trailer on E3 just before, like 2 months before it releases, the same as Kena, Bridge of Spirits. Then we have something interesting that people have been pretty hyped about in October, and that's Back 4 Blood. These are the people that made Left 4 Dead. So we're gonna get back to slaying zombies. Which, was kind of tiring after a few years, but I've kind of been missing it, so it's going to be fun to try that out again. But yeah, Back 4 Blood is probably going to be like a trailer for that. It wouldn't surprise me. Then we have games here that we don't really know if they're going to release this year or if they're going to release in next year. But I would expect some of these to be releasing just before holidays, as in Christmas. The ones I can see here would possibly be maybe the biggest one so far is Halo Infinite. It says here that it's going to release in fall 2021, so we can't really say, but there might be trailers for that coming out. That would be cool. Like, I haven't played Halo in a long time, so I'm not really sure where the story is at right now, but I'm looking forward to it, and I would like to complete the entire saga, because I haven't completed Halo. But that supposedly comes out somewhere around fall, so maybe before Christmas or around Christmas, I would suspect. And we probably will get a trailer during E3. It would be weird if we didn't, because Halo is such a huge universe, so why wouldn't we? Probably some more looks into Far Cry 6, I would expect. Something like that, at least, because that is also pretty hyped right now. Since we know that Giancarlo Esposito, which is the main bad guy in Breaking Bad, is going to be the main villain for Far Cry 6. Like, the entire thing has just been hyped to the moon. So I would expect something, maybe a closer look to that during E3. Possibly Horizon Forbidden West. I remember I loved Horizon Zero Dawn. It's probably up there in my top, exploration type of games. It's so awesome. I just love the mythology of it, the robot dinosaurs, just the animals and the wildlife, the environments, the graphics, the character, Aloy, she's awesome. There are so many things to love about Horizon. I'm just really looking forward to that. We might be something, this one, guys. This one. God of War Ragnarok. It would kill me if they didn't show something with God of War. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, that game, that flipped my world upside down when that released a few years ago. Cory Barlog, the director, he had such a great vision for God of War, and I can't wait to see what happens next. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys who haven't played God of War yet, but do yourself a favor, go buy a PS4 or PS5 and then buy God of War and just be happy that you bought it, because it's so great. But that's basically it. The last thing here that I think a lot of you guys were waiting for. Could we see a teaser for the next Mass Effect? Please God, that would be so awesome. I don't think that we will, but it would be incredibly perfect timing, because we're getting Mass Effect Legendary Edition next month, and since it's in the middle of the month, it's going to be a month later, exactly almost 1 month later, we're getting E3. Building on the hype of Mass Effect Legendary Edition, releasing the next Mass Effect sort of teaser or something extra, like a little bit more, just a taste. Come on, BioWare, I know you can do it. We all know you can do it. Come on, BioWare. We just a little bit, just a little bit. That would mean so much. That would be so incredible. Like the breakdown video I made yesterday, I got so excited and happy for some of the changes they made to the Mass Effect original trilogy for the Legendary Edition. So, like, BioWare is on such a roll right now, and they should not stop, showing off what they've made. Maybe like just a little bit, please. But of course, we're not going to expect anything of this to happen. A lot of the games that I mentioned here are just speculation, but I would assume something like this would have happened because I've watched E3 like every year. So, and usually there's like a bunch of games that we see teasers and trailers for, and I would assume we get to see these things. But definitely like God of War Ragnarok for me is probably up there in the highest, and Horizon Forbidden West if it appears. Now, of course, as I said just now, can't guarantee it, so don't get all stingy on me, okay? Okay, I'm done. Okay, what do you guys think? Are you like expecting any of these to appear? Are you like excited for any of these? Let me know. And thank you for watching as always, and Sven Squad. Have a good day.